Hello everyone, welcome back to our data structure lecture. Our today's topic is introduction of queue. Introduction. Queue is also an abstract data type or a linear data structure, just like stack data structure, in which the first element is inserted from one end called rear, also called tail, and the removal of existing element takes place from the other end called as front, also called head. This makes queue as FIFO. FIFO means first in, first out data structure, which means that element inserted first will be removed first, which is exactly how queue system works in real world. If you go to a ticket counter to buy a movie ticket and are first in the queue, then you will be the first one to get the ticket, right? Same is the case with queue data structure. Data inserted first will leave the queue first. The process to add an element into queue is called enqueue, and the process of removal of an element from queue is called dequeue. So queue there are two operations, enqueue and dequeue. Enqueue means the operation for adding an element into queue, and dequeue means the operation for removing an element from queue. So see here in this figure, this is a queue and queue contains two ends, that is rear end and front end. So using rear end we add element and using front end we remove element. Queue representation in memory using array. Queue can be implemented using an array, stack or linked list. The easiest way of implementing a queue is by using an array. To keep track of the rear and front positions, you need to declare two integer variables, that is rear and front. If the queue is empty, rear and front are set to -1. Whenever an item is inserted in the queue, the rear variable or pointer is incremented by 1 to indicate the next empty cell. And whenever the item is deleted from the queue, front variable or pointer is incremented by 1 to indicate the new front of the queue. A stack in memory using array is defined as hash define max 50. Here max is size of array. So size of array is 50. Type def struct queue. Here queue is structure name. So we declare means initialize here variables, that is front, rear and data. Data is array and max is size of array. So here we define size is 50, so here size is 50, and define two variables, that is front and rear. So this is queue. Here max is equal to 5, means size of queue is 5, so start from 0 to 4. So here already inserted three numbers 5, 7 and 2, that's why 5 is inserted first. So 5 is present in 0th index, then 7 is in 1 index and 2 is in 2nd index. That's why front is point to 0 index and rear is point to 2nd index. See here in this figure, this is a queue. Front is equal to -1 and rear is equal to -1. Size of queue is 5. That's why index start from 0 to 4. So first queue is empty because front is equal to -1 and rear is equal to -1. Then in second figure we insert 10 and 20 in queue. So if we insert first element, then front is point to the 0th position and rear is also point to the 0th position. then we insert second element, that is 20, then rear is incremented by 1 and now rear is point to the first location. Now in next figure we delete one element. So here 10 is deleted. Why 10 is deleted? Because Q is follow FIFO approach. FIFO means first in, first out. So here we first inserted 10, that's why 10 is deleted first. So deleting first element F is incremented by 1. So now F is point to the first position. So automatically 10 is deleted from 0th index. Here F and R means front and rear point to the first location. So whenever front is equal to rear, then we assume that Q contains only one element. Q as an ADT. ADT means abstract data type. The Q abstract data type is defined by the following operations. First is make empty. To make Q as an empty Q, is empty. To check whether the Q is empty, return true if Q is empty and return false if Q is not empty. Is full. To check whether the Q is full, return true in Q is full and return false if Q is not full. NQ. To insert an item X at the rear of the Q if only if Q is not full. DQ. To delete an item from the front of the Q if and only if Q is not empty. Next operation is traverse. To read entire Q, that is display the content of the Q. Types of Q. There are three types of Q: linear Q, circular Q and priority Q. So first is linear Q. Linear Q means simple Q. So in simple Q, insertion takes place at the rear and removal occurs at the front. It strictly follows FIFO rule. FIFO means first in, first out. So this is linear Q means simple Q. In simple Q, there are two ends, front and rear, means two pointer. So using front, we delete element and using rear, we insert element. Circular Q. Circular Q is a linear data structure in which last node is connected back to first node to form a circle. So see here in this figure, last node, that is 7, is connected to the first node, that is connected to the 0. It also follows FIFO principle, means the circular Q is work like a linear Q, means using rear end we insert data and using front end we delete data. Next, in circular Q, memory is utilized. If we delete any element, that position is used later because it is circular. So see here in this figure, if I insert 60, 70, 90 in this 3 index, then Q is full. Now if I delete one element, means that is 10, then front shifted to the first position and this position, 0th position, is empty. So if I want to insert element in this 0th position, then using rear end I insert a new element to this 0th position. Priority queue. Priority queue makes data retrieval possible only through a predetermined priority number assigned to the data items. While the deletion is performed in accordance to priority number, the data item with highest priority is removed first. Insertion is performed only in the order. Priority queue is an extension of queue with the following properties. Every item has a priority associated with it. An element with high priority is DQ before an element with low priority. If two elements have the same priority, then they are served according to their order in the DQ. An example of priority queue is a hospital waiting room. A patient having a more fatal problem will be admitted before other patients. Other applications of priority queue is found in long-term scheduling of job processing in the computer. In practice, short processes are given a priority over long processes, as it improves the average response of the system. I am sure all of you understood this topic. Thank you.